Hello everyone, and welcome to Infused Transitions. For those of you who are new, welcome. We're so glad that you are here. We hope that this video resonates with you and that you hit that subscribe and that bell so you get notification when new content goes up, and give us a thumbs up, as that is all very, very helpful to the channel, which also lets us further that information, that light, that story, that assistance, however you want to label it or look at it, to get out there to help other people as well. Okay. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much, you guys, for your support, your being here. I appreciate old and new, whether you're just visiting, whether you stay. I appreciate all of you very, very much. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and the bell. Okay. For those of you who have been here before or are my regular followers, sorry that I have been absent for a while. I've had several things going on at one time. And if any of you have been on your journey for a while, you'll get what I say when I tell you that I've basically had a starting out with a clean slate kind of thing. It's like one of the big things is had issues with my email, which of course was connected to so many different things. And it's just been trying to get back into things that I was locked out of, all because of one glitch over here. It just had this domino effect. So anyways, with all of that, without further ado, and just the last thing is, I am an intuitive reader, which means I just read as what I'm channeled and prompted as what comes through. So it may or may not be what you would see in the books that come with the decks that I use. Okay. With all of that said, let's get going. I thought let's do something, fun. I enjoy working with these. I know it sounds crazy, but I do. These are the Disney I Found It deck. And this actually came about because I was playing with some children and playing cards, this game. And I started to see messages coming through. And I was like, oh, wow, check that out. So I decided to do it here. Okay, so we're just going to start with this, and I will bring in other decks as I'm prompted. And let's just get going. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, let's not do that many all at one time, shall we? Can we? Let's bring it in. Let's slow down the messages. This is for the general reading, and it is for the general collective. All messages are timeless. Time is fluid. Whenever you come across the video, it's the right time for you. Okay, thank you. Top hat, or it says hats, but it's the top hat. Stairs, okay. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have a ship that is, we have a ship that is in a port. Could be, they are firing. I mean, it is Captain Hook. There is some activity down here, but not a lot within the village. But the lights are on. To me, this is talking about, sometimes we can feel like we're out there, we're in the dark, we're trying to find our way. We can feel like we're under attack, or things just don't seem to be going smoothly for us, which can make us feel pressured, right? But there is light available to us. It's kind of like that, go to the light, right? Head to the light, okay? And then on the top of the deck, we have the brooms, which to me, this is about, offering an opportunity to clean things up. Maybe somebody or some of you have an opportunity here to declutter and to get organized and just kind of shift things up for yourself so that it's a more conducive space, if you will, to receiving. right? Because if we have a lot of things all clogged up, it makes it very difficult to receive. Okay, so let's get going here. We've got hats. Okay, this to me is a very formal hat. It's a top hat. And then right next to that, with that, we have the stairs. So to me, seeing the two of these together, it's almost, oh wow, I don't know if I can hold it enough to you to see that. Can you see this star right here, how it almost looks like it's an arrow? I just happened to look down and was holding the cards this way. And so, and I was just going to say that. I wish I would have said that first and then, anyway, I feel like there's this opportunity to move forward. There's an opportunity to climb the ladder, climb the steps, go to a different space, go to a different level, go to a different something, right? But with this hat here, and because it is a formal hat, I feel almost like, you know, sometimes there's a time for being more casual, more laid back. There's a time for moving strictly, you know, with our intuition and stuff. But I feel like this is saying that if you're wanting to do these next few steps, it would be beneficial for you to do it in a formal way. And by that, I'm hearing the word traditional way, which again makes sense as to why we had this, you know, decluttering and getting organized. So it almost feels like, you know, you may be moving around in this and feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm in the dark. But here's the light, and the light is let's get organized, let's declutter, let's get things moving in the right direction. And the first step is let's free up our space, right? Let's declutter, let's get organized. This getting organized and cleaning up your space is the first step, and then you can look at what are the traditional way that people go about moving to that next level, or moving through their ascension, or moving through creating their business, or whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish and move to a different space in. You know, you're somewhere on this, whether it's you haven't taken that first step up, or you're somewhere in between, or you're even have reached this top and now you're like, okay, now what? The bottom line is what's that next step? And I really do feel like getting organized, getting decluttered, getting cleared out, and then looking at, okay, let me do some research. Let me do some homework. What are some ways that, you know, I can find out there on the internet that people usually go about in accomplishing, you know, whatever that is you're wanting to accomplish, right? That doesn't mean that you have to, you know, be a stickler, right? And that you have to go into those steps by any means. I just realized my thing is very crooked here. By any means, but it's almost like it's going to give you that basis, that foundation to begin with. And then you can bring in the fluidity and the flexibility by what works best for you. And if you try something and it doesn't work, it's okay. Don't panic. Just, okay, well, that didn't work for me. So now, you know, let me look at this again. Here's what people typically do. This is what that looks like for me. Okay, I tried this. It didn't work. So let's try this, right? Next, we have a card here that's really busy. Okay. The first thing I noticed right off at the bat is it was almost like seeing all of it at once. You have this really, really big flying being, right? And I almost didn't even see this little one right up here, like riding on his shoulders. And then we have this other one that is like right out here in front. And I don't know if that'll show up very well, but her one hand here, it's almost like, you know, come on, let's go, come on this way kind of thing. And then I noticed these two people down here. Now, what this is saying to me as a whole, in order to soar, sometimes if we're wanting to soar, we're wanting to change our direction, we're wanting to go farther, higher, expansion, ascension, creation, whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish, right? Sometimes we need that support. We need that assistance. We need to know someone has our back and that someone's helping to lead the way, right? We can lead our own way. We make our own choices. We make our own decisions. But again, this is about doing your homework, doing your research, finding out what's out there, getting opinions. That doesn't mean to get caught up in the opinions. And again, this is about balance, right? Very much so about balance, because it's great to get other people's opinions, thoughts, ideas, to even get feedback. It's great to do the research, but we don't want to get stuck in doing just that, right? We don't want to get stuck in doing just that. We do want to create movement, which again, you see his wings are out and open, you know, so he is moving. He is doing that forward movement. Okay, sorry about that interruption. So the wings are out, the wings are up. He does have that forward movement. We also see that there are, well, maybe, I don't know if you can see him very well, but there are these like ropes that are anchoring him to this device. Like, now this can be taken a few different ways. The two ways that are coming forward, take what resonates, leave the rest. For some of you, this is anchoring you in the sense of ensuring that you don't spiral and fly away. So you don't get all carried away with this one component, with whether that's like perfectionism, I guess is what's coming to me. It's like you're getting stuck in that one component. This is going to keep you and propelling you, moving you forward. You also have those that are behind you, have your back. They're rooting, they're rooting you on, this and that. They may not necessarily know what you're doing or understand what you're doing, but they still have your back, whether that is energetically speaking, or actual people in your life, or, you know, whatever that is for you, or it's a combination, is what it is for you. And then there's this person who is a trusted resource to support, assist, and help in that, right? So it, you know, for some that may be, you know, hey, it might be good for you to find either a coach of some sort, or a group that is each in their own way, but all moving towards something similar, or a goal of some sort. Now, next to that, we have mice, or in this case, it is a mouse. I noticed on this, the mouse doesn't have a mouth. And I heard quiet as a mouse. So for some of you, this can be about, it's not really a secretive energy in that way, in a bad way. It's more about playing your cards close to your chest, not running out there and blurting out to everyone what you're doing. I'm not sure why, because it's almost like there's a lot of different reasons why, and it, you know, it's what pertains to each person. Okay, again, my apologies. I'm not home, so I seem to be doing this a lot, but it's summertime. I am, you know, animal sitting right now, so there's quite a few animals here, so you may have frequent breaks. Anyway, getting back to this, silent as a mouse. But I also noticed, see how his mouth isn't there? True, but he's up. He's not on all fours. He's up on two. He's looking around. He's ready. He's alert. He's paying attention. So for some of you, it's going to be, okay, you need to be looking forward. You need to be paying attention. And for others, it's about, you know, quiet as a mouse. Let's not go out there and be sharing with everybody every detail of everything you're doing, right? And it's discernment. There are going to be people that it would be good for you to share with, because they may have wisdom or knowledge that you could use. And then there's going to be other people that it's like, yeah, they're not going to get it, or they're just not going to understand what I'm trying to do, or they're naysayers. They're going to be trying to talk me out of it. And that's not necessarily saying that they're a naysayer, they're a negative person or anything. It's just, you know, everybody has their own perceptions, right? And they're going to be looking at what you're presenting them through their own lens, if you will. We do have the anchor after the mouse. Now, again, the anchor can go one of two ways. For some of you, this anchor is there for you in the sense of, you know, if you get going and getting too far ahead of yourself, you have this ability, you have the ability, you have the control. You're the pilot here, the captain of your own ship. You're the one who gets to say, you know what, I want to slow down a little bit. I don't want to go this fast. So I'm gonna drop anchor for a bit. I need to integrate. I need to allow myself to catch up with how quickly everything is moving, or I need to allow myself to pause so I can reassess and figure out, you know, where am I going to go? What do I want to adjust? For others of you, this can represent this getting stuck in, I'm hearing almost like a fear to move forward. You're not going out there and speaking and looking for the people who can help you out of fear, insecurities, things like that. And this is telling me, you know, well, you can get stuck then in just sitting here looking around, not saying you're doing anything, but you're just sitting there. Okay, so we're just going to use, this is the Light Seer's Tarot. Okay, we're just going to use that real quick. I think this message is like really clear. I think it's, I'm not taking this yet because I haven't started, but I think this message is really clear. I don't think it really needs a lot of clarifiers, but we're going to just pull a card, a supporting card from this deck for each one, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But if it's also, you know, as clear as this, we may just stop at that point. All right. Okay, so let's get a clarifier for the hats. Thank you. Wow. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups that came out. Okay, the Knight of Cups. So even though, so this is the Knight of Cups, the horse is in the background here is ready to go. All right, right? I mean, ready to go in the sense of it may not have on the mane or the bridle, it may not have on a saddle or anything, but the horse itself, its energy is, it's ready to go. It's ready to move. It's ready to do whatever it needs to do to bring this Knight of Cups to where he wants to go. In this particular deck, I find it interesting because it's almost like the hat is very formal, but he's dressed very casually and he's holding his hat on his leg and he has this bouquet of roses, right? Hat, formality, the roses, very traditional, very formal, but he himself looks very untraditional. And it almost feels like that whatever this is, it's this mixture of opposites, if that makes sense. And it's about trying to find that balance to come forward or to go forward. Now, this can represent you, just that you're in this this space where you're very modern, you're very this, you're very that, whatever that looks like for you. And then there's this traditional aspect. It can be just about trying to find the balance between that so that you can move forward. For others of you, this can be about someone coming in. It can be someone who can be coming in to offer love and support. This could be someone new. This could be someone you've known in the past. This can be a family member. And again, like I said, it could be you yourself. But I do feel like no matter who it is, there's this element of needing to find the balance that will help them find the way forward, the way to move forward, okay, to the stairs, right? Okay, let's get a clarifier for the stairs. That's too many. Let's get a clarifier for the stairs, please. Thank you. That is still more than what I wanted. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is interesting to me. Let me see if I can get them all together like that. So we have this Page of Cups, right? The Page of Cups is looking forward. He's looking forward. He's ready to get moving. He wants things to get going. And then we have the girl, and again, don't get hung up on the actual gender. We're talking energies here. We have the girl here. She's standing here. She's looking outward. The Three of Wands can be read in several different ways. So for some of you, this could be about there was a third party situation. And so she turned her back. She's like, nope, it doesn't matter what you come in to try to do. I'm moving on. I'm moving forward solo, but I'm not going to let you hold me down. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep moving. This, and again, it depends, you know, just take what resonates and leave the rest. If it's somebody who had this third party situation happening, for some of you, yes, it was a soulmate connection. However, just because we have a soulmate connection coming toward us or in our life or whatever, or twin flame or whatever your beliefs around all of that is, the bottom line is it doesn't guarantee that it's a till death do you part kind of journey. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be together throughout, because everybody has free will, free choice. We're all individuals. It can be about coming together for a duration of time in our overall journey, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean it's a forever in this lifetime kind of thing. So that is for some people. Realizing and understanding, yes, this person was a soulmate. Now, whether they were out of alignment, you were out of alignment, you as a couple were out of alignment, whether that was one of you were in alignment and the other one was not, but for whatever reason, if this is about a third party situation and or just about somebody walking away, there's just, you know, again, free will, free choice. This then, again, has you turning away. And again, has you turning away, minding your own business. You're like, nope, I'm paying attention to my money. I'm focusing on my money. I'm wanting to expand on my money, to grow my money, to heal and move beyond what all of this upheaval had caused, right? All this dishevelment. So this is, again, why we clean up and clear out our space. We declutter. Now, for others of you, this can almost feel like either you're totally unaware because your focus is over here on this, or it's over on something else that's out there and you don't see that this is coming. So it's going to be a surprise. You can also have it be that once it even comes in, you're still not recognizing it for what it is. You're like, nope. I'm working on this over here. I don't have time for this. So again, take it how it resonates, leave the rest. For others of you, this has been about, you've been waiting. You have been waiting for this soulmate to come in. And while you have been waiting, you have been working on you. You have been paying attention to getting yourself in order, getting your house in order, if you will, which again, they keep bringing this up. Getting your house in order, which also includes getting your money situation in order, so that when this happens, when this person comes into your life, which will bring you into moving into a different direction, you won't be on the same step anymore because it will change things naturally, right? But doing the work now around, you know, getting organized, getting cleaned up and cleared out as far as decluttering and all that kind of stuff, being mindful, being logical and taking care of business, as well as seeing to your heart, and finding your own passions, your own creativity, your own forward movement while you're waiting for this to come in is very, very helpful for you, right? Okay. So now let's take a look at this one. Can we get a card for this Forward movement with, and I don't know if I said this, but these people down here made me think of it because of the coloring, as far as like it's just like faded into the background there, and they're not in the vibrant colors. It feels almost like, yeah, there are going to be things that you're going to need to leave behind if you're wanting to move forward, if you're wanting to expand, if you're wanting to rise, if you're wanting to get bigger, right, in whatever it is you're wanting to create. I was also going to say, because this guy back here is, again, not as visible as this person is or this person is, this can, to me, feel like it's energetic in a sense. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but see those two red marks? I can't quite decipher, is this like red stripes on his hat? Because he does have stripes along his collar, but the ones along his collar are the same color as the rest of him. So for some of you, this could feel like the monkey on your back. It could feel like, you know, oh my gosh, this is like this negative energy, and I can't seem to shake it. I can't seem to get rid of it, right? But ask for help, ask for support. Do your part, do your work, but yeah, it can be about that moving forward. And temperance didn't want to come off the table. So again, it could be something that is going to take some time, but it is something that is giving you divine guidance, divine protection while you're working through this and moving forward. Yeah, see, we got the Hanged Man. There's going to be enlightenment. There's going to be new understanding. There is, you know, she may look like she's stuck right now because she's kind of hanging there, and it's like, well, if I let go, then I'm going to fall. But she's reaching. She's reaching forward, and she has this whole new understanding. Whether that, you know, plays into how whatever you've figured out over here and how that applies to you, or whether this is about, you know, this monkey on your back, this negative energy you're trying to get rid of, or whether it's about the people that you've had, or things, or whatever, that you, situations, events, places you've had to leave behind. Whatever that looks like for you, there is a new understanding. And it can, again, because temperance was on the bottom of the deck and it wanted to stay on the table, and now we have the Hanged Man, it can almost feel like then that these ropes that are meant to be like a safety net to keep you from just like floating away, it can almost feel like they're very restrictive, like they're holding you back. But this new understanding that's coming in is going to help you to be able to, I heard, cut the ties and move forward. Okay. Can we get a clarifier for the mouse, please? Or mice card is what it says, but that is really a mouse on the card, not mice. But can we get a clarifier, please? Let's get a clarifier for that card. Thank you. This one's taking a while to come forward. It's like I can feel the energies moving through, trying to find that understanding. And just so you know, I only take cards that jump out, or if there's a card that I'm trying to put in and I'm like doing this, and it won't go in, I take that. But if it's just like it pauses once or twice and it slides in, then I don't take it. All right, so let's see. Can we get, oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting, because see, that was on the bottom of the deck when I looked before. And we had that one face down. All right, so I am going to take both of these just because these two were closer than the other ones that fell out. Okay. We do have Judgment on the table. What do we not see? Yep. Okay, 5 of Cups. This is really interesting. Okay, so first of all, Judgment. Judgment, this is about wanting, see that? I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's this release, right? There she is being released. She's being freed up, right? This is a rebirth, being able to move forward, leave behind the old, leave behind what's not serving. It's a brand new beginning with a brand new energy. It can also be about review. But what we didn't see in that was the Five of Cups, right? Five of Cups. Now, when I first looked at this card for the first few times, I kept thinking that this was a snake. I think it was a cobra. It's the one that has the neck that fans out. But I kept hearing the word serpent. So I don't know if those mean anything to any of you. You may want to look those up and see if one of them resonates with you. But it is just, it's a bowl, but it's spilling the water and her foot is in there. Now, it could be she's using her foot to dump it over, as in, okay, I need to let this go. I don't need, I need to let it go. Or it could be, there's just, she looks very sad. And again, there's 3 cups here, the 1 cup here. It almost looks like a nest with an egg in it. And then there's this colorful one filled with light and various colors. Again, I don't know if you can see that very well. And there's this very melancholy feel to this card to me. And I feel like it has to do with those ties that you have cut or will cut. It feels like I'm hearing the words bogged down by just this space and time of the journey. Because, not everything is smooth sailing. Not everything is easy peasy. Sometimes we run along those challenging times. The encouraging thing here is this releasing. It's like she's already let go of these 3. They're already empty. They're already done. She's dumping this one out. It's almost like, okay, yeah, I have to let it go. If I'm wanting to do this, that, or the other, I know it's in my best interest to let that release. I do have this other one, and this is like right against her, and we can't see her hand to know, is it sitting on her hand? Is it sitting in the palm of her hand? But she's not paying attention to it. So it's like you're being given an opportunity when you get to this space, or if you're in this space. And sometimes, again, it takes that encouragement from someone or others or a group or whatever to help us to see beyond the one thing that we're dealing with, to open ourselves up to this new potential, right? And this holds to me, again, that feeling of a nest with an egg in it. And it's almost like the mourning, the grief, the sadness, the loss is over what you perceived to be the potential of something rather than something that was actually already in place. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This can be over about a love interest. You have the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Heart. Yeah, so Ace of Cups. So it could be over a relationship that you're going to choose or have chosen to walk away from, whether that's an intimate one or whatever kind of relationship it is. But and for others, it's like, again, this not seeing that healing for the healing to take place, we have to first release and let go, right? In order for the healing to take place, we have to actually fully release something. And then you can truly just move through the stages, of grief, mourning, and all that, and be able to move on. It could very well be that Knight, that Page of Cups, or is it the Cups? I don't remember. I already shuffled it. It could be just that the cards I had mentioned there were the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, followed also by the Ace of Wands. It could almost be that this is the potential, new potential. This is new potential for you, but it's going to take, you need to release this 4th cup. It's not going to go anywhere. And instead of being so focused on a potential that is past due to different people's situations or choices, decisions, actions, whatever, it really does need to be let go of in order to move forward. Sorry, I keep harping on it, but that's just what they keep telling me over and over, that it's really important. And unless you let go, you're just going to stay stuck in this space. Again, you have this potential, new potential here. So quit being stuck over here. Now, I don't mean just quit. I know it's not easy. But I think you get what I'm saying. Take steps to help and support yourself to move out of this energy. Okay, can we get another one for the anchor, please? To get a card of clarity for the anchor. Let's expand on that anchor story so we can have more. See, those didn't want to go in. Yeah, see? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So what is keeping you stuck? Well, so to me, an anchor is part of a ship, and ships are about moving forward. And what do we have on the other side of this? We have a ship, we have a camper, we have a car or truck. There's more than one way to get to somewhere, to create movement. The anchor can also represent travel through water, right? Because anchors hold boats in place when they're trying to dock or when they have docked or whatever. But anyway, so we've got the Two of Swords. To me is one of the minor arcana's justice cards. It's not the justice card of the major arcana, but in the minor arcana, to me personally, it frequently speaks of justice. She has what looks like the scales, and they're balanced on her, tattooed onto her arm. She's blindfolded as like Lady Justice, who is blindfolded and unbiased. And there is, this weighing of pros and cons without all of the emotion. This is going to allow you to get to this Nine of Cups. So again, it's removing out the emotions, looking at this cup that you need to let go of, with logic, with truth, right? Because again, we can mourn over what we thought something was going to be, over the dreams we've attached to it, the expectations we've attached to it. But if you step back, you remove the emotions, you look at things from that logical perspective, so that it will also help you to let go of that one. You have the potential here, a brand new potential here, to bring in the Nine of Cups for yourself. This is like, contentment, being happy with yourself, being happy with your life and the various life areas once you let that go. And again, the only thing that's going to keep you stuck is if you continue to stay stuck in this heartbreak. Now, the heartbreak can be over the King of Pentacles, or the heartbreak can be over what was over here. And this desire, this can come in, but it's going to require letting go of that first, so that you can move into the Nine of Cups for yourself. Your independence, your happiness, your joy in all your various life areas, which can open you up then to this King of Pentacles. Or you can even be the King of Pentacles, male or female, doesn't matter. It's the energies of being in the King of Pentacles energies, and going from the Four of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, I'm thinking is a pretty sweet deal. We also have wish fulfillment, the Star card on the bottom of the deck, which again, we can't frequently see that when we're in this energy, or we're stuck over here because we're focused on other things and we're not paying attention. Okay, I hope all of that makes sense. Let's do this. We're going to look at, this is the Divine Doors deck. I'm not even going to try to attempt that name. So, oh, okay. I was trying to see if that was coming in backwards or not. All right. So let's see. Spirit, what is, give us some information about the doors. What doors are going to support and assist, or give us further messages? All right. Nope. Did it flip? No, it didn't. Okay. Well, it might have flipped, but it went back. And it might not have just flipped all the way. It just sounded funny. What messages do you have for us from the divine doors at Most High for this message? Thank you. All right, so there's the door. Okay. The sacred lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So to me, I'm just hearing self-compassion, being compassionate with yourself, being supportive of yourself, right? There's this choosing yourself. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel, paying attention to your inner jewel, helping yourself by supporting yourself. And this is going to let your inner lotus, your inner self bloom. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Yeah. It's time the gate is open. The gate is open. This big, heavy iron gate, very heavy, very old in place. This could be something that this could even be something that's ancestral. You know, if you do this kind of work yourself, or if you know someone who does, or if you're interested in working with me, my website's in the description box below. But finding some way to help you yourself release this very old energy. Move up the stairs and go to the light. And here we are back at the stairs again, right? This holds a great deal of potential to change things for you. Yep. Heart healing. You can't make it up. Mourning now has had its time. Yeah, see, it's time to let go. It's time to let it go so you can move on with your healing process. And I think I even said that about moving through the stages and, you know, and move forward. Mourning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, which is why you're coming up the stairs out of the dark. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. So very accurate, very, very accurate. Anyways, I hope this message resonated with you guys. I hope that you found it valuable, and yeah, I think it was a really good message. Again, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you all. I'm so glad that you were here, and until next time, bye.